We're into the quarterfinals at the French Open, which means, yes, 8 players remain in what is still a very much wide open event on the men's side of things in this year's French Open. What's up, everybody? It's John Eric Poli here to do a little preview and outlook of this year's quarterfinals. I did do a video from the women's quarterfinals. You can find that on this YouTube channel. In today's video, we're looking at the men's side of things, and the running theme of this year's tournament, it kind of really is a wide open tournament. It's up for grabs, waiting for somebody to step up. So in today's video, we're going to look at these quarterfinal matchups and who I think is going to come out of each matchup and who is indeed the favorite to win this year's French Open. Let's get started up at the top of the bracket with Novak Djokovic, the world #1 and defending champion. As you guys know, not a good 2024 for Novak Djokovic, and it hasn't been a good French Open for Novak Djokovic. He struggles in round 3 and in round 4. He needs 5 sets to get by both of those matches. Both matches very long, over 4 hours long. We'll see. We know he's in good shape. We'll see how the body responds and everything, but right now, you got to be really concerned if you're Team Djokovic. Now, one lucky thing for him, he's playing Casper Ruud, but now Ruud obviously very good. Roland Garros, he always performs well at. He made the last 2 finals. In fact, Novak Djokovic beat him in last year's final. But now here's the thing with Casper Ruud. He only ever beat Novak Djokovic once. Now that was this year in the Monte Carlo tournament in the semifinals of that one. But still, looking at history, you'd have to lean Novak Djokovic here just because Djokovic has dominated that matchup. But now, like I said, Djokovic is not playing well. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a wide open matchup here. I really think anybody could come out of this one. I'm not confident in picking one or the other. You could definitely make your case for either guy here. But for argument's sake, I will lean Djokovic. Not confident with that pick whatsoever. Now we move on to who the winner of that would play in the semifinal. We have Alexander Zverev taking out Alex de Minaur. Now, let's start with Zverev here. Zverev was my pick to win this year's French Open. I'm really worried about that pick. Zverev has not looked good, just like Djokovic. He needed 5 sets in his rounds 3 and 4 matchups. As a matter of fact, his round 3 matchup, he was down a double break in that 5th set. Now, he was able to dig down deep, come back, win that one in a tiebreaker. But right now, Zverev has to play better. He's completely letting this one slip away. Here's what I would say. If you're looking for an upset, this could be the one right here. de Minaur is playing very well right now. He has a lot of confidence on his side. He's been pretty steady this whole entire clay season. And now you're going against Zverev, who's losing some confidence here. Zverev really has to turn things around, and he's going to have to do it quick. Now, again, luckily for Zverev, if he is to advance somewhere here, you obviously have Ruud and Djokovic, who obviously those guys have had struggles as of late, too, here at Roland Garros. So this half of the bracket really is wide open. If you're going to see somebody random come out of the side of the bracket, it's going to be this one. It's all up for grabs in that half. All right, now let's go to the next half of the bracket here. This is where things, I think, in my personal opinion, you kind of have a little bit more clarity, a little bit more feel for how things are going to go. We have Carlos Alcaraz taking on Stefanos Tsitsipas. Alcaraz is rolling right now. He's the betting favorite to win this event, and he looks every part of it. He's playing so well right now. He's playing so clean right now. I know he's a little banged up coming into this year's tournament, but right now, he's looking like a world beater. He did lose a set to a qualifier early on, but responded extremely well for all that. Now he's taking on Stefanos Tsitsipas. Of course, Tsitsipas on his best surface. He made the finals at Roland Garros before he won the Monte Carlo Championship earlier this year. But for me, with Tsitsipas, he's starting to play a lot of doubles, right? He's playing, I believe he is in the men's doubles. He's also doing mixed doubles. How's all that tennis in a short period of time gonna fare for Tsitsipas? Little worried about that, so that's why I really think Carlos Alcaraz is going to come out of that matchup. And then finally, the last one for today, you got to look at Jannik, who very well likely will be the world #1 at the end of this year's tournament if Novak Djokovic doesn't make the final here. And Sinner, of course, taking on Grigor Dimitrov. But I want to talk about Sinner quickly here. Sinner playing very well. So much for that hip injury, right? Everybody's concerned about that hip coming in. He hasn't had any sort of setback so far. He looks very well. He did lose a set in his round 4 matchup, but bounced back. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. But I will say, Grigor Dimitrov, very game opponent here. He's very talented. He's having a very good 2024. And with those questions, I guess, with Sinner's hip, I mean, definitely a possibility of an upset here. I'm still going to lean towards Jannik Sinner here, but not 100% confident on that pick just because Dimitrov is playing well and he is a game opponent. So as far as I'm concerned with this playing out, guys, Carlos Alcaraz in the quarterfinals is the absolute lock to advance on. You definitely have the top half of the bracket completely wide open. And then I'm still confident Jannik is going to get the win, but would not be surprised if there was an upset there. But right now, it's looking like Carlos Alcaraz is going to be your favorite going on here. But again, we still have the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the finals. So we have a lot of tennis left to be had here. So we'll see how it all plays itself out at Roland Garros.